Hey pilots, DrainMan here, and today I have got a very special video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the all-new AcroBee 65 BLV3. What? This drone is hot off the press, and it is a whoop drone. So if it's too hot outside, if it's a rainy day outside, if it's snowing outside, this is the go-to. You get the flight time, you get the fun, you can fly it inside, outside, doesn't matter. You are not going to want to miss this. Let's go! Pilots, I am excited. This is so freaking cool. I have not had a whoop drone, or I haven't even flown a whoop drone in like forever, but I haven't had one since like this old Beta Whoop, or how about one of my first or second drones ever was the newbie drone AcroBee like V0. All right, so inside the box we've got a little pad to keep it soft, and then we've got our quadcopter. Ooh. All right, I'm going to set that over there to the side just for a moment. Inside the box, you'll see that it really doesn't come with anything else because you don't need anything else. I mean, really, it would be nice to get a couple batteries, maybe a spare set of props, but this stuff is cheap, man. It's not like a full-size quadcopter. These 5-inchers, when you're buying batteries, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, you're buying props, 3 bucks, 4 bucks. Not this guy. You're getting props cheap. You're getting batteries by the 5-pack cheap. So don't be afraid. Get yourself a ton of batteries. Get yourself a couple of these and fly. Wow, look at that. That is just bananas. Pilots, this is incredible. Let me show you. Hold on. Look at this. This is version 1. I mean, falling apart. The battery leads hanging off, but look at this. This is years ago. I mean, literally years ago. I mean, everything still isn't half bad, but look at how far we have come. Woo! I'm just so impressed. We've got the video coming out the back just like this, which I will mention, one of the improvements is these antennas are removable. Yes, they are UFL. You pop them off, you pop on a better one, or you break it, you lose it, whatever. You pop on another one. The old ones were soldered directly onto the board, which is not a big deal. I mean, you could unsolder and solder on a new one, but whatever. Who wants to deal with that? You just unplug, plug in a new one. That's a huge bonus. So this guy here has the 0802 18,000 kV brushless motors. Okay, and you'll see right on the bottom they plug in just like, you know, you break one, couple screws, unplug it, plug in the next one, and you're back in the air. I mean, absolutely incredible. You'll notice that some are red. Okay, caddy corner red and caddy corner black, and the reason for that is that way you know which one is clockwise and which one is counterclockwise, but really you could turn them around if you want to. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Okay, I want to dive in deeper because there's lots and lots of improvements, okay? There's improvements on the receiver end, which gives you further distance, and not only is there an improvement on the onboard one that brings you further distance, they have improved the entire connection because you can now disconnect the receiver that's built in on the board, disable it, and wire yourself up a Crossfire, wire yourself up a Tracer, do whatever you want and get yourself some range, because that brings me to my next freaking awesome pointer. The freaking VTX now is 120 milliwatts. Okay, look at this. This here, 25. 25, 25, 25. I mean, maybe that one has 50, but I'm pretty sure 25. They are all 25, and this guy here is not 25 plus 25 is 50, then 75, then 100. I mean, almost 5 times the amount of video output. And to add to it, there's a low noise amplifier. Okay, hold on. I'm not done. Peek inside. It may be hard to see, but right there, do you see that little strip of metal right there? And I'm not going to crack this thing open because we're about to go fly it. But do you see that right there? That is a little tiny heat sink. They dropped a heat sink on there. Why? Because video transmitters get hot. And when they get hot, they don't perform as well. You can literally have a 1,000 milliwatt VTX performing at 700, 600 because it's not staying cool. I mean, you're flying, you're getting your breeze. That's what's keeping it from burning up. But if I put a heat sink on it, it's going to be that much stronger. So on top of that, I mean, just look at the design. I mean, this is a clear frame, and I don't know, maybe it doesn't look as good on camera, but this is like a sleek design cooled back to the back. You've got your holes that you can stick your antennas through. I mean, look at that. All right, you've got a gold-plated micro USB right here on the bottom. Now, they used to put tabs on the bottom. Do you see the tabs on the bottom? And this is not just this quadcopter. I mean, we've got brand new quadcopters coming out that are using Velcro and rubber straps and all kinds of things. Look at this. So right here is where your battery would go, right? And this is where you put your battery right here. Look what these guys did. They built it into the bottom, so it's a part of it. Look, I've got these old 300s. We'll use them, but look at this. Boom! Pop them through and right out the bottom, and it's literally a part of the frame. When you land, you're not landing on your battery. You're landing flat on your quadcopter. It's great. I love it. The way that this attaches is still the same, and notice that little bit of movement. That's very important. You know what that is? That's your soft mounting. If you're not familiar with that, or you're new to this stuff and that's why you're looking at a whoop drone, and I don't want to call this a beginner drone because this is far from a beginner drone. This is an advanced whoop drone. This doubles up because this onboard stack, which is the star of the show today, has been improved so much that it's actually capable of doing 1S and 2S, okay? And you could actually, after you fly this and you crash it and destroy it and whatever, which is gonna take a while, because it's durable, you can then pull that all-in-one, and this all-in-one right here is actually capable of coming off of here and becoming a toothpick style stack. All right, so let's dive in just a little bit closer. Inside, you're gonna see right in here, we've got our F411 microcontroller unit. That's very, very nice. Over here, I'm seeing tantalum capacitors, inductors, all kinds of stuff. I see that we've got our camera on a plug. Very nice. If I do happen to crash hard and I do break my camera, I can just purchase a new one and plug it right in. Very nice. You can do whatever you want. These things are very versatile. As you can see, just a couple screws and your motors come out. Your props, no prop nuts, no prop screws, no nothing. You just push them on and you're good to go. And they stay on, don't worry. Your antennas do come off and you can upgrade them. You don't have to stay to these antennas, especially for the VTX, which I don't know. This is probably plenty, and you don't want to go too big because then you're going to have a hard time carrying it around. Now inside, take a look. You'll notice right here I've got 3 pads. Then I've got 3 pads right here. I know that may be hard to see. And then on this side, take a peek. What do we got right there? 3 pads right here, 3 pads right there. Those are your motor pads. Right now, it's not using them. Right now, you're just plugged into the bottom. But these plugs are completely optional. You can solder these up directly. They are doing new stuff. The Newbie drone just dropped that new Infinity all-in-one. I mean, the whole thing is a massive brick. It is very, very impressive. I'll link a video to it because I just reviewed it and it's phenomenal. So one last thing I want to touch on is inside of here, you're going to see those chips. Those are improved, updated, upgraded MOSFETs. And MOSFETs are very, very important. If you don't know what they are, I'm not going to get into it, but they are the powerhouse behind the motors. Okay, when an ESC is pumping loads and loads of juice, that is what the MOSFET's for. If you got crappy MOSFETs, you're going to get crappy performance. With this guy, we've got new upgraded ESC MOSFETs, and I'm excited to try them out. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and plug this guy in. So check this out. Look how cool. So you've got a nice clear connector right here, but let me go ahead and plug this in. And I'm going to blow you away. Look at that. I know you can see that. Oh, look at that. It's like clear, but it's like glowing and blinking. How cool. You've got the pink in the front. You've got the teal in the back. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Huh? How cool is that? All right, now I do want to tell you something. I'm going to blow you away. Watch this. This LED right here, the teal one, okay, and this LED right here, the purple one, okay, are completely addressable. Those are addressable LEDs. And I'm going to make it worse. Watch this. Right inside of here, you've got 3 pads to solder on: ground, power, and LED control, baby. So if you wanted to and you had the courageous, wonderful idea and wanted to stuff some LEDs in here, you could. You've already got them on board, which is bananas and super awesome. I love that they did that and gave us a clear frame, and you can see the LED kind of ricochets inside of there. Look at that. I mean, this really doesn't do it justice, but trust me, in person, sick. All right. Now, not only are those LEDs addressable, not only can you add another LED inside of there, just the whole thing is absolutely just user friendly. I jumped into Betaflight, super simple. As I'm scrolling through right away, everything's set up. Motors are set up. I even got my motor start set up. Arming, 180 arming. I keep heading down. Air mode's on. Telemetry's on. I mean, this thing is set up and ready for the sky. I jumped over to my rate profile. I had a little bit of expo because the rates are Betaflight stock. But I do want to mention, they do have right on the website, if you're interested, they have tuned profile ready to go right on the website. You just download it, flash it on there, and you've got yourself a tuned quadcopter. Tunes are not always the same from drone to drone to drone, so be careful. Make sure you save your old tune rates profile. But I mean, if all else fails, you just flash it and reset it up, but So watch this. Then I jump over to the CLI, I type BIND for bind, I hit tab. Because of the new Betaflight, shout out Betaflight devs, it pops up, tells me bind_RX. I press enter, put my radio in D8 bind. Boom, within seconds I'm clicking and hitting save, and my quadcopter is bound, ready to go. I jump into my receivers tab, I set up the correct channel profiles, then I jump over to the modes page. I set up my arm, okay. I set up my braka. Then I set up my angle, okay, and then I shoot on down and set up turtle mode because these are brushless motors and your boy can turtle. I mean, you can with brush too, but it's not good. You shouldn't do it. But I set it up, got it, and I am ready for the sky. So I personally I'm just so freaking excited. But let's go ahead and plug it up. Okay, that's all you got to do. Then take your battery, stuff it up under just like that. I mean, look at this. This thing is ready now. Watch this. Take my radio.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Well, welcome.
Throttle warning. Switch warning.
Okay. Let's move this out of the way, and it's just as simple as an arm. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Oh, sheesh. Ow. This little thing's a rocket. One more time. I just can't stop. It's so much fun. Come on. Look at this, pilots. Now watch, with the flick of a switch, angle. I'm in angle mode now, okay? So now before, yes, I was having a hard time. Why? Because I was in acro. And you can do acro all you want. You can do flips, rolls, tricks, whatever. Look, I'm not even looking. This thing is so chikies, okay? But if you want to jump over to angle, you can do whatever your heart desires. You can't do this with another drone. Listen to those brushless motors sounding all gravy. Pilots. These things are so much fun. I hope that you guys are as excited about this as I am. I wonder and hope that you guys are as impressed as I am. Super impressive. I hope that you guys will go out and get your own. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one.